Boom shakalaka!
I'd buy that for $1.
Hey guys, it's Vash, and welcome to some E3 press conference talk with me. Woo! I know how you guys don't care. But today was day 0 of the E3 press conferences, and I'm going to try my best to see if I can get these videos out tonight. It is currently 9:30. I was gathering up some information, getting some thoughts down, and we were going to talk about what was going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the press conferences, and I'm going to pick what interested me enough to talk about it. I'm also going to do the video a little bit differently. Before, I would have the trailer running in the background while I talk about it, but then I got just butt-fucked with copyright, so we're just going to stick with, like, really cool panning pictures and stuff like that, slideshows. We're gonna try that. So, the Microsoft press conference was the first press conference that I watched, and let's go ahead and talk about it. So this is the Microsoft press conference at E3 2015. The first game I would like to talk about is Halo 5 Guardians, which comes out 10/27/15. Now, if you know me, I am not really into first-person shooters. I'm actually sick of first-person everything, to tell you the truth. I'm tired of it. But when I was really into shooters, Halo was my choice out of Battlefield, Call of Duty, etc. I played Halo. I liked Halo. Mostly because most of my friends liked Halo the most. Was looking at it, but it looks interesting, I guess, but I'm just personally, I don't really give a shit because I don't really care for FPS games. I did notice that Nathan Fillion is in the game. If you don't know who Nathan Fillion is, he is the captain in, fuck, I already forgot the name of the Firefly. There we go. Nathan Fillion, which I think that if Nathan was a little bit younger, he would be the perfect Nathan Drake, in my opinion, just by the way he looks. I saw the Warzone multiplayer for the game. Actually looks pretty interesting. You know, Halo's always been, you know, I guess Halo's one of those games that multiplayers all really, you know, people really gave a shit about, but the multiplayer actually looked pretty fun. So I'd be down for some Warzone. That looked like a lot of fun. Alright, next game I want to talk about is ReCore. Kenji Inafune, the daddy of Mega Man from Capcom. He's working on a game that looks extremely interesting. It looks very weird. At first when I saw it, I thought it was like Destiny DLC because of the way the girl's helmet was shaped with the like little cape. I thought it was gonna be like a knockoff or something of that, but it seems really interesting. She has like the little dog with the orb, and they're fighting the robots, and you know, I've noticed that Kenji really likes, you know, his robots. So we're fighting robots. But the trailer they showed was just the CGI trailer. Looks like it could be... It looks interesting. Like, I'm interested. I would like to see more. I would love to see more, but I just can't give more of an opinion on that since it's just a CGI trailer. You can take just a hot-ass dog turd and CG it, and you can be like, damn, that looks fun. So I can't really... It looks interesting, you know. If they had more on it, I'd definitely be like, let's go check it out. You know, I'd give it a try. It looks fun. You know, but until then, we have to get more information on it. Next thing I'd like to talk about is the Xbox One's backwards compatibility with 360 games. Also, Xbox One will be backwards compatible with 360 online, and it will be available this holiday. They said by this holiday there'll be over 100 titles that will be available. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about is that the titles that they pick and choose, you know, it's most likely going to be the top of the top. Like, oh, we got Halo 1, 2, and 3 running on there. We got Gears of War, even though they announced that they will be having a Gears of War collection for the Xbox One. But, like, what about, I don't know, like, what if I want to play Gun? Or, like, I don't know, Cameo? I guess they have the rare pack, but I have some very obscure 360 games that I don't think they'll support, you know what I mean? But it's really cool, especially for the people that sold their 360s for Xbox Ones. Now you have compatibility. I do have quite a few 360 games that are downloaded. They said that they'll start just showing up in the Xbox store, and the ones that you already paid for, if they are backwards compatible, they'll just show up in your library and you can download them, which is cool. They said you put the game in and you install it to your hard drive and then you can play it, which is awesome. My 360 is already plugged up, I just don't play it. if I wanted to, I could just play it. It's plugged in, I just don't play it. So like, this is really cool for other people, but for me, I love the effort. I'm glad that they're bringing back backwards compatibility, because you never know, this may push Sony to push PS3 backwards compatibility that isn't PlayStation Now, because PlayStation Now is kind of pooey, in my opinion. I thought it was shitty, but I think that's pretty cool. Next thing I'd like to talk about is the Xbox One Elite controller. What the fuck is this thing? There's like these extra little triggers in the palms in the back, and you can pop out the thumbsticks, and then like the D-pad look like a satellite dish. Like, I guess that'd be cool. You know, like if you could swap out the D-pad if you're playing fighting games, because the Xbox 360's and the Xbox One's D-pad is shit. So I mean, I think that'd be awesome if they had specific D-pads for fighting games that actually worked. And I don't know what the sticks are for, like I guess precision, like first-person shooter sticks, and like, I don't know. It looks interesting. I'm sure the controller's gonna be expensive as shit. I'm probably not gonna buy one. But I mean, I guess that's cool for people that like to step up their game, you know, people that actually take like online gaming extremely seriously. I think they'd love those controllers, but that's my opinion on it. I won't be buying one. They're probably going to be like $80 or $90. And I wonder, like, does it come with all the parts, or do you have to buy the controller and then the parts separately? Like, does it come with like, oh, here are the FPS sticks, here's the fighting D-pad, and it's all in the box? Like, I don't know, but I guess we'll have to see. Next thing I'd like to talk about is Fallout 4. They showed off, for Fallout 4, the laser musket, which I don't think... I watched the Fallout 4 press conference for Bethesda, which I need to make a video on. I forgot about that. And I don't think they mentioned a laser musket when during the playthrough, but they said that there's going to be a laser musket. What the hell? They said that there was going to be a laser musket. I keep talking about this laser musket. I just like the word. It sounds bootleg. Laser musket. But I remember they announced it. They said, here's one of the new weapons, and it looked really, really cool. They also finally showed you how your character gets into the power armor, which I think they showed that very briefly at the press conference for Bethesda, which then completely changes the HUD, and it shows how badass you get. But the one thing that is exclusive to Xbox, and I mean exclusive as in like exclusive at that press conference, I'm not 100% sure, but they said that you will be able to download and use any mods for PC for Fallout on the Xbox One. Now, how they'll handle that is maybe there will be an option in Fallout for Xbox, or maybe they'll have a whole section for mods for other games, maybe, and you just go in there and you click it, like I want this, and you install it. And like I was saying before, when I said exclusive, I mean like that was something new that they announced for Fallout 4 just for that press conference. So I'm not even 100% sure. PS4 might have I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Next thing I'd like to talk about is the EA Access, which pretty much looked like Netflix for EA games. You pay a fee, it gives you early access to specific EA games, like a few days to a week early to play them. If you pay for them, you get 10% off on any EA game in the Xbox store when you have early access. I believe early access, if you have an Xbox One, is available for free to try out till the end of the week, so I think I might give it a try to see what it's all about. But it pretty much is like, it seems like PlayStation Now just for EA games, but does anybody like EA that much anyway to have a service just for their games? Or is that just me that doesn't give a shit? Probably just me, but I know, I guess people can get their Dragon Ages on and their Ass Effects. I'm kidding, Mass Effect's a good game. I just like calling it Ass Effect because it cracks me up. But, you know, like Mass Effect and FIFA, whatever. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not interested, but I'll give it a try because if it's free, it's for me. Next thing I'd like to talk about is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. I've always heard that Garden Warfare was such a fun game, but I never played it. I think I bought it during the Origin Humble Bundle, and I just never installed it on PC, but I've always heard nothing but good things about it, and I thought it was a fucking joke. I'm like, really? Garden Warfare? Like, is this how far Plants vs. Zombies have gotten to blatantly rip off Modern Warfare? But I heard that as terrible as it sounds, the game is actually really, really fun. And I've seen gameplay of it. It does look pretty, you know, it looks cool, but Garden Warfare 2 looks about pretty much the same, just there's more of like a narrative in it. I don't remember there being any kind of story in the first one, or I've never seen anything in my opinion. I haven't seen shit besides just multiplayer, but it looks like the second one has a little bit more of a personality to it. I'm probably still not going to buy it, but if it goes down in price, sign me up. Next game I want to talk about is Forza 6. Never cared about Forza, and I still don't. At this point in time, I think I got up and I went and got like some oatmeal or something, and just the trailer was over by the time I got back. I didn't give a shit. Next thing I want to talk about is Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 was confirmed at the Xbox press conference. Now, I don't think it's Xbox exclusive. I hope not. But it will be out early 2016, and it was just a CG trailer. Because it's a Souls game, judging by their previous things, it's probably just going to be the same game. That's just my opinion on it. I mean, like, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne, they're all different, but you can play it and see it and know that, okay, it's made by this company. You know what I mean? Like, they all have that feel and look that they're all from the same person. I'm probably gonna buy it when it comes out. I'm not excited for it. I know it's gonna be hard as hell. I'm not super excited, but I know that when it does come out, I will probably get it. Next game I'd like to talk about is, if I can scroll down this speed, The Division. Now, I was super excited when The Division was announced like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, however long ago it was. And to tell you the truth, my hype for it has died months ago, maybe even years ago. The game is just taking so fucking long to come out. It's taking so long, and I have lost almost all interest in it. They announced that that they're going to be having an exclusive beta for the Xbox One in December, which confirms that it's not coming out this year. It's coming out sometime next year, I hope. Shit, it's taking forever. With Ubisoft's bad reputation of games being hyped up and being kind of crappy when they come out, not crappy, but you just don't get what you were promised. My expectations are really low for this game now, especially since they're taking so long. So I'm gonna go in with low expectations and hopefully will be amused. It's kind of silly. Next thing I'd like to talk about is Rainbow Six Siege, which now has a date of October 13th, 2015. Same goes for this. The game looks like a lot of fun, but it's a multiplayer trailer, and to tell you the truth, every single multiplayer trailer that I've seen for any game looks like 20 times better than when you actually play it. And it's not because the game is different, or it's missing features, or it's the graphics aren't good. It's not that. It's not like the company let us down. It's just that you just don't have that level of teamwork unless you're playing with good friends or like playing very seriously. And like for example, like the MGO trailer, the one for PS4, that trailer, like, I was like crying myself to sleep every night because I loved the trailer for it so much. It looked so great. No one plays like that. And so that's when I learned my lesson. It wasn't Metal Gear. I can't remember what game it was, but there was one game that I saw the multiplayer for, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is just glorious. And then, like, I played it, and I was hella disappointed because, like, everyone just kind of runs around. I think it was Assassin's Creed. Like, the Assassin's Creed multiplayer trailer looked really good, but then when you play it, everyone plays like dicks, and it just kind of fucking ruins the game. I hate that game online. It sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. I just hate it. But when you're online, I'm sure that it'll be a lot different. Next game I'd like to talk about is Gigantic. It says that it's one of the first titles that's going to be Windows 10 and Xbox One, you know, cross-compatible. I don't know if they mean cross-compatible as in, like, you can start playing on your Xbox and then move to your PC, or say you're playing your Xbox in another room and your parents want to watch TV, you can go to your computer and play Gigantic. I don't know if it means that, or if it means, like, you can play online with cross-system. The game, I like the game's art style. It looks really, really interesting. I have nothing more to say about it, but I do like the style, and I'd look into it. I'd look more into it. Next game I'd like to talk about is Cuphead. I'm really excited for Cuphead. It looks like so much fun. It gives you that. I really love the art style. Ouch, I'm sorry. I slapped the microphone. I really love the art style. I love how they, like, blurred it a bit to simulate it being like a really old cartoon. Like, it has like that old, like, 50s Disney look, like, or even, I don't know my times, but Was it then? I don't know. It looks amazing. I can't wait for Cuphead. Cuphead is going to be like my Puppeteer. You guys remember that game, right? Still want to do a playthrough. That Puppeteer was so awesome. But, that one. Next thing I'd like to talk about is the Xbox Game Preview, which, pretty much is like Steam Early Access, but on consoles. It seems interesting. I guess you'd be able to get your hands on some games early and try them out. That's cool. I probably wouldn't sign up for it because I can wait. Unless it's like Metal Gear, then I'd love to play it, but I can wait. Next thing I'd like to talk about is Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider finally is the first time they showed off gameplay for it, and it looks fantastic. The snow looks really good. The elements look extremely harsh. Like, she looks like she's surviving out there. The one problem that I had with the Tomb Raider game is that Lara just got her... She just would get her fucking ass beat the whole game. Like, I don't mean like shot or anything, but like, oh! Oh! Like hearing that every fucking couple seconds of her falling through a hole or swinging in the branch snaps and bow, she busts her ass. Like, just hearing, ah! Like every 5 seconds was just getting on my nerves, all of her. But I mean, like, that was one thing I noticed in the trailer, that she's getting tossed around like a jailhouse salad the whole trailer again. But she's taking a beating. My other issue with Rise of the Tomb Raider is that it has a release date of November 10th, which, as we all know, November 10th is Fallout 4 Day, baby. So we gonna have some problems. Rise of the Boob Raider, Fallout 4, damn. Next game I'd like to talk about is the Rare Replay. 30 rare games for $30, and I don't mean rare like, well, some of them are rare, but Rare the company. Pretty much this game is my childhood in one box, and I am definitely going to buy it the day it comes out. It has Banjo-Kazooie 1 and 2, Perfect Dark 0, it's shit. It has Jet Force Gemini, Battle fucking Toads, Conker's Bad Fur Day, pretty much almost every single one of my favorite games from the N64 era. It's got Viva Pinata on it, it had Cameo, which is an awesome game, it was a launch title for the 360. And it's 30 games for $30. The only thing that kind of sucks is that, like, there's no GoldenEye and there's no Donkey Kong Country. But that's obvious because Nintendo owns that, so it would be stupid. But, you know, it would have been nice if they were there. I'm excited. I'm going to buy the shit out of it. That has a release date of August 4th, 2015. Then, after Rare released the Rare Replay, they talked about their new game called Sea of Thieves, which looks like a pretty awesome first-person online pirate game. It looks like a lot of fun. Kind of reminds me of what the Pirates of the Caribbean game should have been. You guys remember that online when, like, I can't remember, one of the movies came out and they were really pushing this pirate MMO. I remember Yoshi used to play it and he loved the game, and I think my computer just couldn't run it or something. I don't know, but the game looks really, really, really fun. I can't wait to jump into it. I'd love to play it. Next thing I'd like to talk about is Fable Legends. Now, I did get to play this one at last year's E3, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and it looks even better now. And I remember getting an email not too long ago saying that Fable Legends was going to be free to play. I'm not 100% sure. I should probably Google it. But I remember reading an email that Fable Legends is going to be free to play for the Xbox One. The game was fantastic when I played it at E3. It was a lot of fun. I really, really liked it. The last game that I'd like to talk about is Gears 4. They don't even call it Gears of War anymore. It's just Gears 4. You know, that's what everyone calls it. You know, people are getting lazy. Gears 4 looks interesting because I like Gears. Like, I do enjoy Gears of War. I didn't buy Judgment because I just heard that it was really fucking shitty and I didn't even bother buying it. But I did like Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. The game just looks Gearsy. Is that even a term? I just made it up. Gears 4 just looks like a Gears game. Gears of War always had extremely fantastic graphics. I mean, like, I think Gears of War's graphics were way ahead of its time on the 360 because if you saw the gameplay, it looks exactly the same. It doesn't look any different at all. And this is Xbox One, so it looks exactly the same. I'm not a graphic whore, but I mean, like, it just looks like Gears. So, I don't know, maybe if I see more information on it. I was really into the multiplayer for Gears. I loved the first Gears multiplayer. I didn't like 2s, and I love 3s. So maybe it depends. I'll have to talk to Nitsuya and Zen and see if they're gonna get on the Gears train. I don't think any of them own Xboxes, so never mind. But yeah, Gears of War 3, 4 of them. Just looks like Gears. But thank you everyone for sitting here and listening to me ramble on for 20 plus minutes about what I thought about Microsoft. Like I said before, I will probably be doing a video like this for each press conference. I know how you guys like to know what I just don't like answering the same question 1,000 times on Twitter, honestly. But you know, I can make the video so you guys can know what I thought. If there were games that I didn't mention, like I said, it's probably because I didn't really care enough to want to talk about it, except for Forza, because I don't like Forza. But next, I think I'll make one for Bethesda. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I should, because it's pretty much I only cared about Fallout, so I'd just be talking about Fallout because I don't mind Doom. But I'm gonna be doing this for the other press conferences, and I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know in the comment section below, what game were you impressed by Microsoft's press conference? Did you enjoy it? Were you surprised by anything? Were you surprised by anything? Did you enjoy the press conference? Was there something you're really looking forward to? Is there a game that you wish they announced? Were you disappointed? What did you think was the weakest on the list of things that they showed off? Please let me know below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Most of you guys usually have something really interesting to say, and I love to discuss with you guys in the comment section. Thank you for listening to me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future.
Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye.